So I promised I was going to do this, and here we are. And I chose the best 9mm gun on the planet to actually fucking shoot for this sample, for the 9mm pistol can or subgun can. And like I've said in the past, I only care about 9mm cans for subguns. So here we are, because people care about these types of situations. This is a SP5, not any other fucking clone. It is super dirty, so we're going to see if we run into issues. Cans that we're going to be shooting today, let me see if I found all of them. I'm missing one. So we're going to be shooting the Obsidian 9 in the short configuration, the Omega 9K, and then we're going to be shooting the Spectre 9, which is the new Silencer Go Tie can. We're going to be shooting this in the long configuration, and then because I absolutely fucking only care about K cans, the Spectre 9K. And then I did bring the Dead Air Mojave 9, Mojave, whatever the fuck they call this thing. However, I just realized that it is only direct thread, so I don't have any of the back ends to make this a tri-lug. Luckily for me, this also has a threaded barrel on it, so I guess we can actually start with that. Now, one of the big issues here for me is this gun is just loud in general because of the roller lock situation. It has not been modified. It doesn't have a different fucking locking piece in it to make it, you know, specific for suppressing. So I know that's going to matter to people. And then, yes, I am aware that this is going to be different because it's direct thread versus fucking tri-lug. But for the sake of just fucking shooting it, that's what we're going to do. So first, oh wait, pause. I got to do it for the internet. Ready? Look it. It's dirty as fuck. It doesn't even work. Someone should clean my guns. I mean, I should clean my guns. Oh, there was a round in it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first can, outside of the traditional Fort Knox fucking malfunctions of guns being dirty, is going to be the Mojave 9. How's this thing sound? Do we know? Again, please always wear your pro. That's quiet. Let's see. Huh. Not too bad. Now, not too hot. So we should be able to take this off and swap it out to another fucking can pretty quickly. It's a little hot, so we're gonna take Graves' fucking water. Cool. We'll see. Cool, not too bad. Whew. Now my car's on fire. Alright, next can is going to be the Obsidian 9. This does have a tri-lug in it. Oh, you still have shit? Oops. Okay. Also, I took my ears off. I don't know if I should have done that. Semi. That's loud. Putting my ears back in. Okay, so the Obsidian 9 has a subgun can in the K configuration, although very much shorter than the what is that thing called? The Mojave 9. Oof, a little spicy. Here's the Omega 9K. This is way quieter than the Obsidian. Still not as quiet as the Mojave. And I also need to point out that I'm actually shooting 124 grain. So I'm not shooting 147s. I'm not shooting Super Veil, like subsonic stuff. I'm actually just shooting full power, full load if you must, 9mm on the MP5. This is an SP5. As I said, it doesn't have a modified or changed fucking locking piece in it that would make it optimized for suppression. I need to switch out the back end on the Spectre because the way that mine had come to me is actually the booster, and we need to run this thing right here. Man, these things are pretty. Okay, let's do that. Rad. Okay. Silence go, Spectre. First rounds, this thing's never been fired. Holy shit, dude. Oop. Oh, I'm out of ammo. God, I need to load some more. That was pretty fucking quiet. So some other shit that I actually need to build or actually just put together another subgun, like set up another subgun, because I did claim it was subgun summer. So should do that. The MP5 is rad. Maybe I'll throw a Wilcox on this thing and a light and just shoot that for night vision. So somehow this thing is shorter. Actually, it's about the same size as the fucking Obsidian 9. Kind of spicy. It is quieter than the Obsidian 9. It's not as quiet as the Mojave because the Mojave is much longer. Obviously, the back end situation on that can is going to change it. But it is quieter than the Omega 9K, and it is a little bit less girthy. So last but not least, once I burn myself on this, I'm actually going to throw the 9K on here because, or not the 9K, yeah, the Spectre K on here because I need to run that. Also, you see this shit? Look at that. Just take it straight the fuck off. Then I need to load some mags, or a mag. So, if you're a total weirdo like me, you appreciate how small this is, right? And I know there's going to be a lot of guys who are like, oh, that can's fucking useless, blah, blah, blah. It might be for you, but for someone who needs a can that's confined, or for a confined space, right? So, say you're not running an MP5, you're running maybe a K or a B&T or any of the other subguns, that you just need something that when you go into a work situation, it needs to just cut the bark down. This might be the fucking can for you. Because depending on performance, if you look at the size of this thing, that's what, maybe 2 baffles right there? So we'll see. Did you know that the MP5 has a magazine release right here? That's stupid. Alright, I should probably put Ear Pro in for this thing, because it is 124s, but we're going to try it again. Put Ear Pro in when you shoot your fucking guns. That's spicy. Again, first rounds. Oof. That's not that quiet. But again, what do you expect from a can that's... I don't know where it went, but what do you expect from a can that's half the size of the original? And comparing it to all these cans rolled around in my fucking goddamn car. So, I'm not going to say that I hate it, because I don't. I think that this is going to sound super fucking awesome on a pistol. Something that doesn't require a booster, so you can get it just to be as short as possible. And then, like I said, this is going to relate to dudes who need something for work. If you have a size restriction, this is going to make the most sense. But to be honest with you guys, the Spectre is fucking cool. The Dead Air, I've had no issues with it. I know Dead Air's is facing their own issues. But at the end of the day, the can that you're going to be able to find the cheapest, that's going to reign supreme, is going to be the fucking 9K. If you're like me and you're like, hey man, I really want to fucking buy cool new shit, buy a 9K when they go on sale, or you get them, I think Silence Girl probably does them for, do they do that for BOGO? They probably don't, but find a 9K. It's considered old technology. Buy one, have one in your collection because they're fucking rad. Buy a Spectre. When I go to do part 2 of this video, I will shoot all of these on pistols, and then we can do it in the true test to what people actually care about, not subgun stuff. And then I'm sure the Obsidian, and I will run all these in long configuration. I'm sure the Obsidian and the Mojave are actually going to fucking crush because those cans are super fucking long. Let me see. I might have one more can. Just for shits and gigs, we're going to run the fucking Osprey, which is a very true pistol can. It looks fucking goofy. This is a version 2, so it does have the different locking block on the bottom. I think that's what they call that. It does have a different locking system in it, so you have the... Jesus Christ. More threads. So you have the ability to... Oh. There you go. Still not... There we go. So it's not completely Man, this is goofy looking. Look. Now I'm a Scorpion owner. This is the very end of the 9mm. Somehow I decided to come out here with a fucking gun that shoots a caliber that I didn't bring with me. Alright, Osprey 9. See how long it is. The loudest part of this is the fucking bolt. Still together? Still together. Ugh. So there you go. That's all the 9mm cans that I have. Some of them are in the short configuration. Some of them are just short. And then some of them are goofy, like this fucking Osprey 9, which I don't hate. I wish it was shorter. Big shocker, that's me. I don't think it's full auto rated. So when Silencer Co. asks you if you saw this was full auto rated, I didn't tell you that. It's hot as shit, dude.
Well, it's only what, 117 is that what the cluster says?
117 degrees today. Out in the desert. Melting. Sprinter's has the best air conditioner on the planet. Just kidding. We're running this bitch in 2-wheel drive right now because if you can't wheel your shit in 2-wheel, just buy a fucking Polaris. Stay the fuck off the trail. Go drive around in the fucking, what's that thing called? The dry lake bed. So, a couple of things when it comes to talking about fucking 9mm cans. Most people see them as novelties for pistols. Like I said, I care more about them on fucking subguns. Obviously, I went out here with a little bit of a different mindset. I've been shooting the Spectre for a little bit, pre-production stuff. I've shot the K only on pistols. It's fine for pistols, at least for my expectations of them. Don't really have too many issues with reliability with them on pistols, especially since it doesn't need a booster, and I will talk about that in a part 2 video, because part 1 is going to be mostly this video to I shot this subgun, which is the MP5, again an SP5, factory MP5. I am shooting 124s, not shooting subsonic rounds through that thing, and when we go to shoot pistols, I actually only shoot 124s. For some reason, that's just the round, the grain that I've decided to shoot. So, bounce all over the place. But yeah, I think, personally for me, I would, with a subgun, I would probably stick with something that has a little bit of both. Not gonna have a ton of length. Girth is gonna be a fucking fine thing because I'm not gonna be sticking it underneath the rail. And as I always talk about this when it comes to silencers, application is key. So if for whatever reason I decide that I want something that's gonna be under a rail, it's gonna hide itself, that's kind of the look that I'm going for, then I'll run maybe a Spectre or maybe an Obsidian or even a Mojave if they fit. But yeah, 4Knox Podcast, 9mm Can Chat, part 1. Maybe I'll visit subgun shit again at a later date. There you go.